r/sexworkers. Stay ugly _ says. I'm a proud worker and I pursue proud clients. Included photo. Good boy Brett says. I really feel like this is overthinking it. They just want to hang out with you for free. W0_17 says. Oh, I love that. Seriously, I'm so sick of having to be so quiet or ashamed of my southwestern status in general society. Well, guess what, bizaches? These have been the best, most lucrative 11 years of my life, and it's literally taken my self-esteem from vastly in the negative and turned it into something I can live with. I'm not pretentious by a long shot, but I'm over the way people act when they find out what I do, and I just love this so much. r/sexworkers. S3Nacine0 says. Sex work CBDC. Has anyone been thinking about what will happen with FSSW/in-person sex work when the central digitalized currency rolls out? Of course it will take a while for cash to be completely abolished, but come March/April I feel the economy will take a huge turn, and it's quite interesting to think about. A few of my regulars can't bank transfer, discretion reasons, so I wonder what will happen to my footfall? My utilities are pay-as-you-go, so my plan is get clients to get vouchers for my utilities and supermarkets for my necessities, gold, silver and designer/collectibles, with certified proof, and pre-arrange any materialistic goods, shoes, clothes etc. I need prior to a meet. What do you guys think? Any other ideas? I don't drive or work in my hometown and don't want any clients to know where I'm from, so reduces options a little, or I'd get them to buy vouchers for my yoga studio, pole studio etc. Fab Hooker Life says. Cash isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not worried about it. Been in therapy 412 says. Politicians and people working on CBDCs also see sex workers. They won't shoot themselves in the foot. r/sexworkers. Soapy 777 says. How much do you open up to your clients? Do you ever get deep with them? Do they get deep with you? How do the conversations typically go? Proton Death Ray says. I get very deep. Even into family, finances, living situations, but it's always not the real person. So if I'm talking about my brother, it's my sister. If it's a bestie Kate, it's Kelly. If it's Ukla, it's now PCC etc. But all the details are real. Faithful_Morin says. I had a client ask once how I was so good at acting. I said I'm not acting, truthfully. I found one thing I loved about them as a person and I poured myself into that. I shared everything I had ever known in this world honestly, to establish a connection. There were omissions, but it was always the truth. It's why I was good at my job. Luna Kelly says. I have an entire fake persona www detailed backstory that gets deep w them lol, but never ever anything that's real or accurate about me. I don't want them knowing anything about me. As for them, they always get deep and personal me bc am good at making PPL feel comfortable enough to open up/be themselves. For my out 19 says. I bet no drama is the best in any situation. r/sexworkers. Disgruntled Stiltskin says. Frick these splenda daddies. Ugh, I figure I should transition to escorting, but this crusty man really think I'm gonna frick him for $500? What are you doing on this site, Don? I'm a beautiful 21-year-old. I'm not selling myself short BC, you don't make enough for this website. Now Aitis says. Depending on your city, I know some beautiful 20-year-olds already doing crusty old men for $250 an hour. Swafrowaway 000001 says. Escort clients will be crusty too, and depending where you are, $500 may be average or high for an hour. You can try starting higher, but might not get as much business. Finally Grown Up says, the amount sounds very location/region dependent. Never sell yourself short, price it at what the market will bear. If your region $500 isn't it, keep moving. r/SexWorkers. Sophist_Otis says, 2 girls special? Can somebody please explain to me what I could expect by hiring a 2 girls special? I see this advertised on many sites, and they tend to be very expensive, so I would just like to know if that is something I should invest in. I understand that it is against the rules to provide sexually explicit details, and that is not what I'm asking. I do not need to read erotica. I would just like to know a general description of what is to be expected. Thank you. Realtor Tommy Beam says, client here for what you're referring to is a duo, where you book 2 providers and pay both of them whatever their rate is for the duration of the duo session. Some providers will ask that you match the higher of the 2 providers' rates. A duo can be anything you want within the boundaries of both providers. You can be as involved as you want, or you can also just watch them. Just let them know at the start of the session. It's not a scam, although I've seen not all providers offer it. Check their website at social media or etc. and see if the providers you're interested in offer it. Nervous Newt 848 says, it's pretty straightforward, man. You get 2 girls to frick. NSFW Care 69 says, right, it means nothing. So you need to negotiate the acts you want performed. Best to decide specifically what you want and figure out how to say that to them. My MO is to book one for a short session, and during that session, talk about what I want in the so-called 2 girl special. r/SexWorkers. Chirkover_ says, how to create karma on Reddit. I tried to post to NSFW a photo of me to promote my links and I wasn't allowed because my account isn't old enough and I don't have enough karma. What should I do? Thank you. Angel Grace says, I got over 15,000 karma before my first post. About 5,000 karma a month for the first few months I was here. I just like helping people, so I comment in different subs just trying to do that. I initially came to Reddit for promotion, but I decided to just be here to learn and help. Due Penalty 7994 says, post interesting stuff. The best way to quickly get 100 karma would be to post a non-Southwestern subreddit like r/today I learned, r/photos, not a view, r/life pro-tips. r/SexWorkers. Bishop 444 says, sex working. Never hired a sex worker or been with one. The lifestyle was always interested to me to put trust in an individual for an hour. I bet there is some crazy fun unforgettable moments. Also I support sex working. Some look down on it, but I feel like it's a right and freedom. This post isn't only my thoughts I wanted to share, and I just hope you are all staying safe. A lot of ed up people out there. Cheers, from Canada. Full Metal Sports Bra says, FYI, you wouldn't buy a sex worker, you hire and pay them for their time/services. Leading_passenger 16 says, okay. Who cares? Synth Swanog says, I view sex work as a form of mental health therapy. I believe it should be used that way, not to objectify the Swiss, but to treat the session as a therapy session. Touch and time release chemicals in our brain, called oxytocin. Going long periods without it can be detrimental to our mental health. With the state of the dating market and the rise of lonely men, it makes sense that this profession will skyrocket. NSFW Care 69 says, see. No need to worry about them. Stick around. You'll see that they beat the crap out of us clients. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.